And look at all this beautiful stuff, that's happening with these girls, and partly it breaks your heart because you realize that, look what happened to Selena.
I watched her videos a lot. A lot of that got me crying too much and got me sick, so I quit listening to her music, but I'm back and feeling better. But I still listen to her music, but not as often, but I am a Selena fan.
Selena was like, I'm like Selena because I went through the same thing she did. I mean, if I didn't have an outfit, I'd go buy one in the last minute. And I'm not a Selena fan.
I'm not a Selena fan, but I have Selena keychains. Because, and the only reason why I have her on a keychain is because I went to the Stop and Shop here, the little gas station there, and it's the first time I ever saw a Chicana on a keychain. There wasn't the Virgen de Guadalupe, and I had to buy it. But I don't have any Selena records, and when they asked for commentary when she died, I never listened to her songs. But I have to say, I have her here, and there's some things she stands for that I think is very dangerous.
Like,
like she dropped out of school. Her father had her working when she was in...
Yes, she did.
He made her quit school.
She was 12, though.
She was
in junior high.
They were with their father and their mother. They were out of trouble. They weren't hanging around with the wrong crowd, getting into problems. They became successful. They enjoyed what they were doing. So they made something of their lives.
Telling young people to go up there and be sexy and be 12-year-old sexy child up there singing with your little bustier. I'm sorry, that's not a model that I would want for a young woman or for anyone related to me or a child if I had one.
I think that's a good thing.
And the fact that, you have to, the only out is you have is to be this sexual being singing songs that aren't even that wonderful. That's the only outlet we have here. And that you have to die before you're 25 years old. That makes you successful. That's how you get on the cover of Texas Monthly. You either get, bludgeoned, raped, or shot. And if you're Chicana, that's the only way you get on the cover.
Se muere la luz del día. Ya no puedo más, tú me haces falta. Vuelve conmigo, alma de mi alma, vidita mía. ¿A dónde estás?
Is business buy the Bible, and the word buy is B-U-Y. It's like buy into the Bible, buy the concepts of the Bible. And we show, all the way from the Abrahamic covenant on, all the way through Jesus, all the different really, really cool financial principles that are in the Bible. So if people want to get that, that'll be out in the summer, and hopefully it'll do really, really well.
And for the first 2-3 years, sometimes there were weeks that I would only give A.B. Suzanne and Selena maybe $10, $20 a piece because there was nothing left after we paid the expenses, the other two musicians. And I remember one time that they got depressed, because they would see the other musicians getting the money and they were over here with nothing, And they said, Dad, we don't want to play anymore, And took them to Ocean Drive where $4 or $5 million homes are, And I took them and drove them over there and said, you see these houses? One of these days, you're going to be able to own a house like this. You're going to have 18-wheelers. You're going to have a bus.
Selena Quintanilla,
Female Vocalist of the Year.
Selena Quintanilla.
Selena Quintanilla. Once again, Female Vocalist of the Year, Miss Selena Quintanilla.
This is out to you, honey.
In San Antonio or in South Texas, other than our mothers or that certain tia we had who gave people hell, we didn't really have we didn't have role models at all from our own culture. You would never see drag queens speaking in Spanish. You would never hear them joking around in Spanish. All of that was a world that was invisible and was not talked about, did not exist, was kept in the closet. Maybe your sexuality wasn't in the closet anymore, but still your basic roots was still in the closet. And Selena had a very, very big part of it where people were just like, I am someone. This area I come from, can be just as glamorous as anyone else.
Sorry, I live in South Texas. I don't like her clothes. I think they're ugly.
Put this on and then tie your white shirt like up here.
We needed somebody to run the store because we were always on the road. So Yolanda came into the picture. She was the president of the fan club.
Yolanda was my good friend. She was so good that she stood up at my wedding. At one point, she was really in with the family. She started calling Selena, you know, a little here, a little there, and I can do this for you, I can do that for you, and, you know, just being a friend.
Because Selena was a Jehovah's Witness, she went from the stage to the trailer. So it was like, you know, you don't drink, you don't do anything, you don't party, you know. So the dad had very strict controls on her. So she goes, and so then she marries somebody who's in her band. You know, the guy lives right next door to her, right? So it's a very circumscribed, and Yolanda becomes her confidant.
You know, my parents would protect us, you know. We had always had somebody to protect us, you know, and here's Selena, you know, not knowing and trusting. Selena was very trusting.
I grew up with this thing in my mind of protecting my family. And so they grew up as adults, never venturing out of this family circle. So I guess in a way, maybe they were naive about a lot of things, you know.